Oriente, Pilipinas! Are you ready to witness the beauty of the Philippines? Then, let us be your guide, together with my group mates, to this adventurous ride of exploring the splendors in the Philippines. You can call me Maria. And so now, sit down, listen, and have fun. And to start this adventure, let's recall the history of the Philippines.
I'm Jane E. Cabrera.
History. The Philippine first inhabitants were indigenous peoples who are still revered today. For 333 years, the Philippines were a Spanish colony. The Spaniards claimed the island for Spain in 1521. During Magellan's globe tour and dubbed them Las Islas Filipinas in honor of King Philip II of Spain. By 1830s, Spanish culture and ideology had permitted Filipinos' culture to the point where Filipinos began to consider independence from Spain. Arts. In the Philippines refers to all the various forms of the arts that have developed and accumulated in the country. They reflect and range or artistic influences on the country's culture. These arts are divided into two distinct branches, namely traditional and non-traditional. Traditional arts in the Philippines encompass folk architecture, maritime transport, weaving, carving, folk performing arts, folk literature, folk graphics, and plastic arts, ornaments, textile or fiber arts, pottery, and other artistic expression of traditional culture. Non-traditional arts is an art style that breaks away from the conventionally accepted rules for arts. Rules established through art school, sculptures, materials, and method used, or subject implied.
I am Llewellyn Campos.
Good day everyone. We talk about languages in the Philippines. There are over 120 languages spoken in the Philippines. Filipino and English are both official languages and it's commonly used by the government. There are 8 major dialects spoken by majority of the Philippines, which is Tagalog, Cebuano, Ilocano, Hiligaynon or Ilonggo, Bicolano, Warts. Values. I witness that Filipinos are welcoming and generous. I witness that Filipinos are so kind and they smile no matter how many problems or hard situations there are. Filipinos have a high regard for their parents and elders. These values make Filipino friendly, polite, and loyal. Filipino also respect and care for their elderly. Filipinos are known globally for their values, love of God, country, and family, and diligence and hard work, regard for the personal honor and dignity, compassion, and adaptability.
Good day everyone, my name is Christian and let's talk about Philippines viewpoint. Wherever you go, go with your heart. And let's talk about Philippines government. As you can see in the first pictures, it's a Malacanang Palace where the President of the Philippines lived for 6 years. And the second pictures, it's Senate place where the son of the president held, which is State of the Nation Address. And we all know that Philippines is a republic and democratic country, and also unitary, presidential, and bureaucratic. The presidential elections held every 6 years, and also the local held every 3 years. That's only in the Philippines, because Philippines is a democratic and we should respect the freedom of every Filipinos. That's why, as you can see, we are freely do whatever we want. And now let's talk about Philippine economy. Philippines is known to be the richest nation when it comes to natural resources, both metal and non-metal. So according to my research, Philippines, once regarded as a country that enjoyed a steady economic status many decades years ago, fell back due to poor management and corruption of politicians, and also we encountered pandemic, which is COVID-19. Now, in the 21st century, it is regarded as a developing and or newly industrialized country, and we are in the large economy globally, and the 13th largest economy in Asia, and the third highest earning country in Southeast Asia during 2020. As you can see, Philippines infrastructures are also growing, and as you can see, Philippines has a program which is Build Project by our President Rodrigo Roa Duterte. That's very effective, and it's grow our economy status in entire Philippines. I'm so happy for that. Philippines is growing because I'm proud to be a Filipino, and also we contribute a lot paying our taxes.
Good morning, everyone.
We're Jimmy Glad Kabigin.
A social group is a collection of people who interact with each other with a similar characteristic and sense of unity. So, a social group, the Cebuano people are the largest subgroup of the larger ethno-linguistic group Bisaya. They originated in Cebuano and Central Visayas and later spread out into the other parts of the Philippines. Other social group in the Philippines, in the Luzon, example of the Luzon, we have Ifugao, Angan, Sambal, and Visayas, out in the Andaya, Subanon, Tinoray, and Manubog.
For the religion, the Philippines is the only country in Asia in which the Christianity is the national religion. This is probably the result of the Spanish reign in the Philippines more than 300 years. More than 86% of the population is Roman Catholic. 6% belong to the nationalized Christian cults, and another 2% belong to well over 100 Protestant denominations. Filipino cuisine is popular for its deliciously taste and appetizing aroma. Filipino food is mix of sweet, salty, and sour flavors. And now, I will tell you the 10 traditional dishes that every traveler must try at least once. We have adobo, fried lumpia, pancit, sinigang, cassava cake, arroz caldo, chicharon, lechon, kinilaw, and also don't forget the tuslubua. If you ask me what is the most famous food in the Philippines, I tell you, it's adobo. Often called the national food in the Philippines, and certainly is the most famous dish here in Philippines.